Baby, it is raining here in Atlanta. The World Cup is here, and I'm like, you know what? I'm sitting here right in front of my balcony. It is so beautiful. It's like that gloomy weather, and honestly, this is the perfect time to be getting your back blown the fuck out. Order some nice takeout and enjoy the day with someone special. I hope that's what y'all doing. If not, I hope y'all are sitting inside, y'all cozy, and y'all are watching this video because we are gonna do season 17 episode 10 recap. And I'm gonna lie, look at me, so I'm not gonna lie. You know what? It might be time to put this down. Also, what's y'all favorite drink? Because this right here is Douce mixed with some sweet tea, and honestly it just tastes like a spiked sweet tea, and I love it. I'm gonna go try to catch a good happy hour down at the Spot Indicator, and if y'all know anything about the Spot Indicator, y'all know it is always a good time. At the end of this video, I'm gonna tell y'all about the Spot Indicator if you have not been there before. I feel like these next two episodes, episode 10 and episode 11, have been so good. Episode 10 has been crazy, but episode 11 so far is my favorite, and I'm so ready to get into the recap with y'all. Are y'all ready? Because I'm ready, baby. Angela accuses Shamea of fucking the Atlanta Falcons and the Atlanta Hawks and Atlanta Falcons players. And no tea, no shade, she accused Shamea of doing this, but no tea, no shade, I believe her. Shamea gives, now that the more we get into this season, my whole outlook on Shamea has fucking changed. When Shamea starts complaining about, like, you know, she wants to do all these things and she just feels like Gerald is this and that, it's almost like she's just like, I feel like she's bored with Gerald, and I could be very much wrong, but it's giving like I'm bored. And I've been in a relationship like that where I've had a man who at the time had so much money and he was doing so much for me, and my life was so peaceful to the point where it felt a little boring. It's just like, damn, I want some excitement, I want some good D, I want some romance, like I want all these things. But this man's also doing a great job at taking care of me, so I don't want to mess that up. But Shamea gives that. Also, I feel like Shamea is sneaky as fuck, and she has been caught. So I would not be surprised if she stepped out on Gerald. A man could, I've seen plenty of relationships, a man can give you everything, and because he's like chill, relaxed, and boring, it's just like that's not the excitement for some women. And they want, or he could be having money, because most times the men with money be having little dicks, and the sex don't be that great. And she probably feels like she wants somebody who still got as much money but beating down her back. So I don't know, but I believe Angela. And then you gotta think about it, Angela is married to Charles Oakley, so Angela is not a stranger to this NBA world. So if anybody would know, it would be Angela. So Shamea gets mad, of course, and it was just like, oh, how many players basically did you have to fuck before you landed up with Charles? And I think Shamea is discrediting Angela, because y'all gotta remember, Angela met Charles when they lived in the same building. So that should tell you something about Angela. She either was extremely smart or she had some type of leverage to be in the same building as a very much successful NBA player for the New York Knicks, number one. Number two, I believe that Shamea is just really jealous of Angela. And Angela got Shamea together and said, I never had to lay on my back to get on my feet. Which is, let me tell you, Shamea has talked about how she met Gerald. I'm not saying Shamea was rich before Gerald, because I just don't know. However, it seems like her lifestyle very much did change when she got with Gerald. Gerald has blue collar, successful money. Angela accusing Shamea of sleeping with the players. If y'all have seen Shamea's career, because remember, she's always had a job. She works with the Atlanta Hawks and the Atlanta Falcons. So she's around the players. So like I said, it would be too far-fetched if she fucked one on each team or she did something. Pinky has this production and Shamea is auditioning for the role. And I'm not gonna lie, shockingly, Shamea is a very decent actress. I was blown away. The role that she played seemed like it was like a snappy boss, almost like a Devil Wears Prada type of boss. And she did very good. And that also brings me to the point. That's why I feel like Shamea is sneaky as fuck, and I'm onto her, because it's just like you play the victim very well. Very well. You go and tell Cynthia, oh, you know, the conversation between Angela and I, it just wasn't going anywhere and I had to leave. No, Angela had fucking receipts and she was gonna blast your ass, and you could not take the heat, so you got the fuck up out the kitchen and you ran your ass up out that damn restaurant. That's what happened. Shamea organizes this birthday party or celebration for Gerald, and it's a Kenyan theme sound. Everybody has to come in, you know, African attire, and I absolutely Love the theme. And Kelli drunk ass starts making a toast. I just feel like you guys are ultimate couples, girls. And I just love Bayyyyybeeeee. No, Kelli, you're in a financial bind. You are tagging yourself along with Shamea because you know Shamea is a generous woman and she got the money. And you want what Shamea has, which is a man that's just gonna pay every bill and take care of you and you don't gotta work. Because that's what you're really missing right now. Also, did y'all hear the tea? Like allegedly that the reason why Kelli's going through this nasty divorce is because her ex-husband is alleging that Kelli basically she was a crazy spender, ruined their finances and took whatever money that they had and ran off with it, and that's why he's giving her so much hell. So what makes this party a little messy is the fact that she sent everyone one-day invitations, which I get it because she says that Gerald is friends with some of the people on the show and it was a surprise party. She didn't want him to know, but she conveniently left out Portia but invited Portia baby daddy Dennis. She did not invite Drew or Angela, and I feel like that was like very messy because it's just like, how you gonna invite Dennis and not invite Portia? Mind you, when Portia had her mystic theme, it was episode 1 when she invited all the girls into the house for a couples thing. She invited your ass and your ass was late. So for you to not invite Portia is just like, I'm sorry, see, you the problem, girl. Here is the big part of this whole entire episode. Drew is selected to sing the national anthem for a anniversary, like a charity event, I believe, for the late RichHomeQuan. Y'all, RichHomeQuan ain't got no reason of being gone. Oh my God. RichHomeQuan was like, when I remember my college years, from like 2013 all the way up until like 2017, 2018. RichHomeQuan was so much a part of my freshman and sophomore year. The Rich Gang, Milk Marie, Feeling Some Type of Way. I went to school at Savannah State University. Huge, huge. RichHomeQuan was huge. He has no business being gone. Lord, out of all the celebrity deaths, that is one that is just like, oh my God. Every time I hear about Rich Homie, I'm just like, God, why you got it, Lord? RichHomeQuan should still be here. Rest in peace to RichHomeQuan. God, that hurt. That really hurt. Nonetheless, Drew performs there, and K.Michelle eventually shows up late. Phaedra had to really convince her to go. And then she comes with this funky ass attitude. Let me tell you, I'm actually really done with K.Michelle. Even though her and Portia made up, I'm actually done with K.Michelle and her storyline because she really doesn't have any. It seemed like K.Michelle and Shamea was being messy. And mind you, I didn't really know Drew could sing. But when she did the national anthem, I was like, okay, she could carry a little tune. But my issue was, after the charity event, they all went to sit down. It was Shamea, K.Michelle, and Drew. And I felt like that shit was a gang up. First of all, Drew was very nice by even just saying, I'm willing to sit down with you because you're accusing me of saying things about you. I swear, K.Michelle is off her medication. You know it's bad when, like, you know, you have that friend that every time they come around, it's always an issue, always something wrong. Everybody gotta cater to that person like, damn, what's wrong now? You can't even be happy. And when they're not around, people are like, oh wow, we actually had fun. This was peaceful. We had to do it again. We really don't want to leave this person out, but every time they come around, they just mess up the vibe. That's what K.Michelle gives. So when they sat down in the restaurant, Drew was there with open arms, talking to K.Michelle. Shamea ass was there. For what point, I don't fucking know. Really giving like lap dog to whoever. K.Michelle, again, still does not talk about what is going on. If you feel like somebody is saying stuff about you and they're right there in your face, that's the best time to put it on the table. Y'all already sitting at the restaurant, why not? Here he asks K.Michelle, can't take the heat. Drew is asking her questions directly. She gets up and pretends she has to go to the bathroom. Shamea has to grab her purse because Shamea knows K.Michelle's about to do the dash. Then Shamea and Drew get into it, and it's just like Drew said, yeah, you're coming in as a lapdog because why are you here if the issue is between K.Michelle and I? Shamea and K.Michelle leave because K.Michelle's about to leave Shamea in her own car. Then K.Michelle pulls up, plays the national anthem. That shit was so tacky because it's just like, K.Michelle, you're fucking scary and you're fucking deranged and you're fucking delusional. And it really makes me regret my episode 1, my breakout of this season. And I was like, honestly, K.Michelle was what Real Housewives was missing. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And if K.Michelle gets a peach next season, I will be literally irritated. It would take a lot for me to do the recaps because I would literally be dogging her out every episode. Like, people who do that, they want to keep the issue going. And if y'all see my previous videos, y'all know people who like to beat a dead horse, they irritate me because it's just like, either you're gonna talk about it or you're gonna shut the fuck up. So when that whole national anthem and you getting upset, why are you upset that if you know RichHomeQuan mama and his sister, why you ain't sing the national anthem? Why they ain't chose you to do? Why aren't you doing it? So this made Drew look very good, and honestly, this season I am loving Drew. Season 17 is doing very well. I'm actually really enjoying this. Episode 11, y'all, I can't wait to give y'all episode 11 because episode 11 was probably my favorite episode of this season, my absolute favorite. Now let me ask y'all, because y'all know I love y'all unpopular opinion. Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like and to subscribe. Hit that bell notification so that every time I get on here, y'all know, because y'all know I love doing these recaps. But let me ask y'all this. Do y'all think Shamea is stepping out on Gerald? I believe it. I really do. Do you believe that if K.Michelle doesn't get a peach next year, is it because of that national anthem pettiness? If so, let's talk about it in the comments. So remember earlier I was telling y'all about I was gonna try to rush to go to happy hour at the spot indicator. If you live in Atlanta or in the outskirts of Atlanta and you're looking for a vibe, I'm talking about a vibe where it's a bunch of black people, a little hood mix, but it's safe. Nobody there shooting, fighting, carrying on. Everybody having a great time. You want some great food and some cheap, strong drinks. The spot indicator is where it's at. I kid you not. I went to the spot indicator. I started going last year in the summertime. Ever since then, I love it. They have so many. They have the best happy hour in my opinion. $5 Long Islands, and you know me, I love a Long Island. Like $3 or $5. I think it's like $3 tacos. They catfish tacos is so fucking good. So that's why I'm trying to hurry up and make this video because I'm gonna go meet up and go get me a nice happy hour because I have been working so much. I deserve it. So that's all I got right now. I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.